And then they just suddenly turn around, they're like, "Brr," seeing how everything's got messed up since we've been asleep for 7 years like a lazy bum. It's a cutscene. Whirlpool of blood and death. Skulltula. And hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode we got right here. In this episode we're going in there. Yeah, no. Descriptive. But yeah, we got to the beginning of the forest temple, and we were about to... Ooh, I didn't mean to hookshot on top of that. But that's why you need the hookshot to get in it. And we're about to go into the forest temple. Bit of a... eclectic, is that a word? Intro, but... nevertheless. Right off the bat we got... Waffos. Now, Waffos. Rather annoying. But you can always do that. These can be rather annoying to deal with if you don't know what to do. But the best thing to do, yep, is just to wait for them to go for an attack, dodge, back, and then they'll explode their back, and their back takes like double damage, and you kill them. Easy peasy. And yes, we are here in the Forest Temple. It's a very nice place. One thing I've got to say is that if I'm brutally honest, for the most part the dungeon music in this game is probably not the best of a Zelda game. Especially this one in particular, if I'm brutally honest. But it's better than the Majora's Mask First Temple one, so at least it's got that going for it. And right off the bat, we're gonna get a Skulltula, which is good going already. Good going, yeah. And we want to make our way over here and not fall off. Ooh, this way. There we go. And I jumped off. I'm trying to actually do this at a decent pace for once, rather than taking my time and blabbering, so that I can get this temple done in about 2 episodes, maybe 1.5. Well then again, there's going to be, yeah, probably 2 episodes. Ideally, so I don't want setbacks like that, because this temple can be rather confusing and time-consuming if you don't know what you're doing, which I never do coming in here, because it's confusing and time-consuming. That's a circular argument. Yes, we're going to go over here, and we're going to need this. I'm not just doing this for laughs. You need a small key. Small keys are a mechanic for dungeons, in the older dungeons. I'm not sure if they're used in the... pretty sure they're not used in the kid dungeons. But basically, there are locked doors, and you only have a limited number of small keys to unlock these said doors. So they're kind of a extra barrier in your place to try and... Oh, come on, get down here. Stab. Yeah, these guys die in one hit as well. The glories of the Master Sword are unending. Yep, we go in here. And those ghosts take our fire and make that lift go away, which you will assume is important, because otherwise there won't be a cutscene for it. I'm gonna get some hearts, because I can. But yes, as I said, this is going to be the main room, where you're going to want to unlock everything. Oh god, that music. I should have probably turned it down a bit more. It's going to probably make... That's probably the reason sometimes my commentary's a bit garbled. Because sometimes I have the game a bit too loud and it confuses me. But now, we're going to want to go over here, because this is the only door that isn't unlocked. I mean, isn't locked. Because if this is the only door that was locked, it'd be redundant to go over here. You know what I mean. Second Skulltula. There's quite a few Skulltulas in here, and hopefully I don't miss any. Because otherwise I'm going to have to come back for them again, and that'll be embarrassing. Oh! Yeah, these guys are annoying. They're immune to your sword when they're on fire. So what you want to do is, you want to do that, and then smack them one. That's the easiest way. I think if you block them as well, they also go out. I might be wrong. Oh, there we got Stalfos. Another staple Zelda enemy. Yeah, I should have jump attacked that. But yeah, these guys are very much a patiently sit and wait for the opportunity to attack, kind of like lizard foes. They're the mini bosses of this area. They're going to fight quite a few more. But yeah, you want to just... You don't need to use the Deku, because they'll just block the Deku Nuts normally. They're not like the lizard foes where you can... Oh, yeah, I meant to dodge there. Silly me. But yeah, they're not like lizard foes where you can just infinitely stun them. Yeah, it's probably going to take me a while because I'm being really rubbish. There we go. Chased him down. But yeah, they do a lot of damage, so you actually want to be careful. They're actually a rather dangerous enemy. But if you just punish every time you can, they are relatively quick to deal with. Like that one. That second one went way better. And already we've got a little dinky chest. I'm trying to do that. There we go. Do we have a fairy? I think we got a fairy. We got a fairy, so just heal me. Thank you. Dinky chest. Another small key. So already we're doing good on the unlocking all the doors front. Yeah, that's all that's in here. I want to see if I can... Duh. There you go. Oops, I just keep pressing the shield button. Get out your sword! You can't shield bash or anything in this game. Now, even though you've got a giant piece of metal that you could crush the skull with, nah, I'm just gonna go do a little dance for you. Bloomin' Link. Okay, so let's see. That one's locked by bars. That one's a torch. That one's locked by an actual lock. And then over here, we need to play the Song of Time. Hopefully I can remember. Damn it! I did the same thing wrong here. I always get confused and do right again instead of down at the end. Because I'm a fool. Yeah, this one isn't thingy-majiggied, locked either. You don't want to go in here. But yeah, you want to get that done first, just so you got both your small keys on you right off the bat. It's easier that way. Pokey poke. Yeah, I think I mentioned the moveset quite a long time ago, but the pokey pokey move is very useful on the Master Sword because it's quite a lot bigger than the Kokiri sword. Man, there's Octorok over there, our old friend. Yes, if I remember, there's quite a lot of Skulltulas, and we only have the hook shot, which means, can we hit the guy up there? I think we can. Ugh. Yeah, that's not. Nope, missed. Let's do this the hard way. I hate having to do this. These enemies can be very annoying to deal with. If they see you move, basically, they're gonna knock you right off the edge. You see that? They see you, they go purple. And then eventually they rush you if you take too long. And it's not, you've not got a lot of room for error there. Oh god. The Z target! Oh, there we go. I thought I had it on hold. Just bash him, just bash him. Just come back here. Bash him. Link! Just... Why do I suck at fighting those so much? I should just hook shot them. That's what the background music sounds like. It sounds like Link repeatedly jumping. What's in the box? It's a map. I skipped all the text because it's a map. We don't need explanations. It's a map. And here we are up here. Die! Easy peasy. Okay, what we want to do is, even though we don't need to, murder that guy out of spite. And go over here. Whoosh. These little target things are what you're going to mostly be using the hookshot for. Don't know why the switch is red. Oh, because it drains water. I guess. I don't know. Normally different coloured switches discern different, like, functions. Like, like the blue switches have to have something holding them down. Something like that. There's other switches. Was I meant to do that? Did I mess up? No, I didn't. I'm a fool. Block it. Go on. Oh. He's too low on the water. Just gotta do that. Take this. Easy. Okay, now that's done. We can go over. It's too far away. I'll get him later. We can go over here. And who needs ladders? Who needs ladders? Well, if you don't want broken legs. Because this place is weird. I don't know what's up with these, like, bricks. I don't know whether they're meant to just be, like, weirdly faded or just covered in blood. I honestly don't know. It looks very weird. It doesn't look very... It doesn't really match the design of the rest of the area. It's a bit odd, if you ask me. But yeah, there's another small key under our belts. Excellente. Partly why I personally find this pit so, this area so confusing is that there's two very similarly done rooms. Like, this is not the room we were in a second ago, if that makes sense. But it's the room we first came in, I'm pretty sure. Like, there's two slightly different rooms. But if I'm pretty sure we leave here now, I get confused. Now that we've got 3 keys and we want to go over to that door that's locked. I am, like, very much sure that's the case. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Wait, this isn't the door that's locked. This is the middle door. No, this is the exit. Why am I being so bad? I said I wanted to get this done at a decent pace, and I'm just messing everything up. But, again, it wouldn't be an episode of my LP if I wasn't getting confused, lost, and outright doing things wrong. I don't really have a literally perfect memory when it comes to these things, and commentating doesn't help in the concentration side of things. Not to mention you're kind of in a bit of a time constraint, unlike normal when you just play these games. You're just playing. Oh my goodness! Look at the. You're just playing. You don't really need to think about much. Whereas when you're commentating, you gotta try and constantly keep that going. Even though I do a bad job of that personally. But you've also got to, while also playing, so it's like, makes it a bit harder. Makes me worried about the other LPs I do, because this game isn't even difficult, and sometimes I have issues. I don't know, maybe I'll purposely spite myself and do a difficult game for the next LP. There are arrows painted on the floor. Yes, very good. Oop, itchy eye. We're paying. I don't even know why I needed to mention that, because you don't care about my itchy eye. Well, technically it's not itchy eye, that'd be weird. Ugh. That'd be creepy if you had to scratch your eye. Ugh. Don't like stuff like that. Don't like stuff to do with eyeballs. Because one time, when I was a kid, I was running with this flag in my hand, and I stabbed into my eye. Luckily, I'm not blind or anything. Because otherwise, wait, I just realised, if I was, like, blind, well then again, it wouldn't blind me in both eyes, but if I was, like, blind, how would I play this game? Well, I think there's people who've done, I think I saw a guy do this game blindfolded, actually. In terms of games you can actually play literally blind, I'm not sure what would be the ideal. This is a bit of a weird discussion that I'm having with myself. Yeah, so you're going to want to push that block, you want to go round in circles, Everyone loves block pushing puzzles, especially in Zelda, because your character is lazy and can't push this giant. To be fair though, if I was asked to push a block this big in real life, I probably would have issues. So I gotta give him kudos for that at least, but it's still annoying. Why can't he just push it faster? Lazy bum. Okay, yeah, you wanna. I think you wanna. What you wanna do is you wanna come up this way first. Because then you pull this over here. And you'll see why in a second, because I think most people have noticed, but there is a ladder down here. And we're going to want to go completely miss the thing. Go over here. Go up the ladder. I do remember this room rather well, because it is annoying. And you go over here. You don't go over here. You go over here. Go over here. And actually, technically, that was kind of unnecessary. Yeah, I just realised I'm an idiot. It's the other way around. You meant to go over here first and then over there. My mistake. I did mess up that. I apologise. I was giving you false information. And it just goes down to the lower floor. Yeah, you want to go up here now, because now you can push it along. I got mixed up between the two. I thought it was you have to do this first. Again, wasting time. We've already... According to my recording, we've already been doing like 14-ish minutes. I'm not sure there's much to cut yet, so... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need to cut anything yet. I'm not much of an editing guy. Even though when I originally thought about doing this LP, I was going to be a heavily edited, more attempt at comedy-esque thing, but I never really got around to that, partly because of my poor editing skills and partly because of my poor comedy skills. Also partly because of my laziness, as you would have guessed by my upload schedule. But if all goes well, hopefully this will get uploaded within a couple of days of the other 2 episodes I just uploaded. I don't know why I did that. Just shoot him. Just shoot him. Just shoot. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. Just slash him. This is why we need these multiple small keys, because there's another... Yeah. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Link. Link! Link! I'm just gonna keep... There we go. I'm just embarrassing myself now. We go over here, we open the door with our key, and we go in here, and this room is really... weird. Yes, Navi. Take a sip. Normally I have some sort of caffeinated beverage for these. But at the moment, I'm filming, like, late. Normally I film these in the beginning of my day. Behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, normally I film these at the beginning of the day. Again, this is why we need to get all those keys first, so I'm actually doing this right. Yeah, I am doing this actually right, so I'm surprised. Yes, you want to actually, normally I record these at the beginning of the day, is what I was saying. And so I normally like have some sugary drink or something with me, because that's just how I do it. And this guy can walk on air. But at the moment I'm filming quite late, so apologies if the commentary is lacking as a result, although I'm not sure it's easy to make it. Oh my god, I've just realised I'm like dying here. I need to just not die. I think you can actually fall down there, so don't get fooled by the fact he isn't affected. And yeah, another 2 are gonna... Luckily, the recovery on that for him is quite large, so it gives you an opportunity. Oh damn it! I meant to. Okay, that was lucky. That was lucky. This round I'm gonna actually die. Oh my god, don't actually die in Zelda. Well, Ocarina of Time. The 3D ones are a lot easier. I think most people know that at this point. Oh, I forgot they revive each other! Link, lock on, please. Oh my god, I'm getting unlucky here. This is actually tense. I need to kill this guy now. I did it! That was way harder than it needed to be, but I did it. I got tense for a second there. I managed to make some dumb mistakes repeatedly. Unfortunately, it's a kind of running theme with me that I will pretty much suck at a game until I get low health, and then that's the only time I bother to concentrate. So again, I've noticed that a lot of the time during like mini bosses and bosses, my commentary gets a bit lacking even in this game, which is relatively easy because I'm just like, ooh, concentrating. Ooh. Oh, yes, now we get a bow. Yeah, that's something I want to try and improve on before the end of this LP. Is making it so I don't just go silent whenever there's something slightly mentally challenging to do. Yes, we've got our bow, and now with this new piece of equipment in our hand, we're going to want to go. I think this is backwards. I hope this is backwards. Yes, look, Navi. And what we're going to want to do with it is a mystery. Now, what we want to do is look around up here. As you saw, probably off the side of the screen, when we got near this painting, it disappeared from down there and went up here. So what you want to do is shoot from a distance. Oh. Yeah, I don't think there's an easy way of avoiding doing that. Shoot them. Oops. Okay, I'm messing this up. There we go. Oh, no, that's not. There we go, bam. Pretty simple puzzle style thing, and then you fight the... It's... Julie. I guess it's Jolie. Yeah, just one of the post sisters. Block that normally, then she'll appear. Jump attack, block again. Again, very simple, just a waiting game, as with most mini bosses in this game. In general, the combat of 3D Zelda is never really too complicated. Says me, I've nearly died already in this episode. Twice. Yes, 3 jump attacks, as with nearly anything, will do it. So good for us, and that is one of the flames lit already. And oh my god. Like I said, I want to get through this at a decent pace, because at the moment we've already taken a decent amount of time just getting this done. Honestly, time kind of flies when I'm doing these. I'm always surprised by how quickly stuff happens. Which is a weird. Is there nothing in these? Yeah, nothing in them anymore. The pain. So we go in here and there's a basically clone of the room we just were in. We spoil that another post sister. So what we want to do is the same thing as before. Oh, is completely messed the painting. Now you've got the middle one, go up into the middle, and look, and it must be the top one then, by that logic. Bam. And over here, it's got nowhere to run now. I don't know why you'd want to hide in a painting. That would be awfully stuffy. I mean, it is a 2D plane. Oh, I could have... Could I have hit it there? I don't know. It'll appear most likely... Oh no, this one's a bit different, I think. This one's a bit less... a bit shy. It doesn't like to show itself as much. I don't get it, because... it's not really shy, it is a video game AI enemy. So therefore it does not have personality trait. Yeah. I'm just... I don't even know why people watch these. I really don't. Then again, if I'm brutally honest, not that many people do. But that's alright. I don't actually care that much. I'm just doing these because actually I get a sense of enjoyment out of just doing it. It's nice to make something and it be decent. I've got to say that I don't want to be mean-spirited, but oh, there's a compass finally. But like, I see some people who do YouTube stuff, and I can't help but feel that they could put a little more effort into their stuff. I know I'm a bit of a hypocrite for saying that, considering my earlier videos are a bit rubbish and it took me ages to make them, but I didn't put out something unless I felt it was at least of a decent quality. And I hopefully will continue that for as long as I bother with YouTube. Which, as I've said multiple times, I will at the very least finish this. I will promise you that. Oh, you don't want to get caught by the shadows because... these lovely things. On birthday, they drop money. Yeah, there's no point in going up here, I don't think. What you want to do is you want to go up this ladder. And go over here. The bubbles are way easier to deal with the bow and arrow. And I did mess up. Because there is something I missed somewhere. I thought I'd done it right, but I didn't. Yeah, there is one thing I forgot, because I am stupid. Oh yes, I remember now. I know what I was meant to do. My mistake. We want to backtrack a bit. So I will probably cut it while I get to where we need to... Actually, wait, give me a second. I just want to make sure I know what I'm doing. Because I kind of don't. Okay, I'm going to cut it. And when we come back, hopefully I will be in the place we need to be. Because I need to get a key. And I've left my key in the mausoleum. Reference to a really rubbish movie. But yes, anyway. See you in a sec. I think we are now at the place where we are supposed to be. What you want to do is, pretty sure, flip that. And then you want to come back through. And the room will have changed. And we can get already... no. God damn, those things can be a pain. We can get to the boss key already. Not very useful exactly yet, but nonetheless important. Okay, now we want to go... And we do that. We can escape this lovely room. If I'm brutally honest, I'm pretty sure I've still got myself confused. Actually, maybe not. I'm gonna just use these bow and arrows all day. Probably gonna use them up, knowing me. But yes, this is the correct way, actually. Can't remember which way is the way we meant to go first. I think it's this way. Yep. This is a floor master. The other guys that we've been fighting are ball masters. I can't... Oh yeah, you gotta wait. Okay. You kill the little ones that pop out of him and you win. And then we get... hopefully a small key. Because I think that is what I was missing. Again, the Link jumping sound effects. There we go. I knew I hadn't done something wrong. I thought I'd messed up, but I hadn't. I just had to backtrack a bit. As I said, this place is a bit more confusing than most people give it credit for. Hell, to be fair, I might have actually messed up a bit. I'm not gonna completely dispute the possibility. Just hit him. There we go. Oh, Link. It's a stationary target. Link. No wonder I'm nearly friggin' dead. All the time. Link is messing me about. Yes, we're back in here and with good reason. Because A, obviously, we've got our small key now, so we can get through this whole bit. And get into that final room. And B, there is something that some of you may have seen as soon as I find it. Yeah, I know where it is. That we can now deal with. As you saw, when you shoot those ice witches, just like the slingshot, with a bow and arrow, stuff happens. So now we're going to make stuff happen. Badoom. This isn't something major, if I recall, but... yeah, it's just arrows. But, nevertheless, showing everything I can. The nature of an LP. We're going to move on up. Back to where we were. And then we're going to want to re-flip the room. I think there's a bit more of an elegant way of doing this, i.e. going backwards, killing that first ghost, then flipping the room, doing all this, then going to do the other ghost, if that makes sense. Like backtracking first, and then going forwards, rather than backtracking, going forwards, and backtracking again. I just unfortunately always forget that element of this dungeon. If I remember correctly, which is probably my most said thing in this whole LP, the door that we're about to open probably isn't even... I think it's necessary, but it is a bit weird. I think it leads back to where we were anyway, but I think it's useful and important. So nevertheless, we're going to do it. Luckily, you know, these mini-bosses respawn, good for us, otherwise I'll nearly die again. These things want to drop anything this time? Nah, they don't. Yes, we're already nearly at half an hour, so I'll probably want to cut it in a second. Luckily, the latter part. This first part's a bit confusing, but the latter part can get a bit easier once you've got most of the area unlocked. So once I've got through all this confusing jibber jabber, no, go up there, then I will call this an episode, I guess. This will be it. Badoom. Badoom. Did it drop anything? No. Do this. Badoom. Actually, no, I was wrong. This just goes in here. And what you want to do is there's an ice switch. Ice switch. And what you want to do is the obvious, is wait for the fire and ice to line up. And what do you get when you combine fire and ice? You get a Sonic Boom game. That's a dumb frickin' joke. But yes, now flip this. And the annoying bum game, oh yeah, you can just jump onto the center. So you can just get that done faster rather than waiting for it to turn all the way around. I'm stupid. Bam. We got a close-up of the back of Link's head there. But yeah, now that's flipped. I don't know why the Forest Temple has weird flipping rooms, but... what can you do? What you want to do is go up here. Yeah, so you want to go up here. No, you don't. I was completely wrong. You want to go down this hole. There we go. And you want to avoid that, because that is dangerous. And I've already confused myself here. If I'm honest, I think I've already... oh yeah. There's a skull tower. I'm not sure if I was meant to do that. But I'm gonna call it quits off this anyway, so I just realised I've been like nearly silent for like a minute. Apologies for that. But yes, with us getting that Skulltula, which I probably didn't need to jump down to get anyway, because I'm a fool. We're going to leave it up here, and we're going to be back in that room when I come back, because that's a decent way of cutting it, I guess. So, that's all for this episode. Join us in the next episode where we will get these other two torches lit, and actually, hopefully, find our way out of this annoying place, and finish it. Hopefully it's not another, like, half-hour episode, because these temples are never really easy on the brain. But yes. And until then, see you then, Bloomin' Skulltula.